Hello, good evening and welcome to JoyNews Prime. I am Pius Kojobaka. Coming up in this bulletin, a Ahmadiyya Muslim mission dissatisfied with the handling of illegal mining fight as they call on government to resort to more forceful approach to end the destruction of water bodies and forest reserve.
Our governments, ever since Galamsey started in Ghana, have all refused to stop Galamsey.
We have details as the Forestry Commission patrol team narrowly escapes death after they were ambushed and fired upon by armed illegal miners in the Jimira Forest Reserve. Also in this bulletin, a professor at Noguchi sounds the alarm that there are more positive cases of COVID-19 in parts of the country as he makes a strong case for the forceful reintroduction of preventive measures.
It is not localized resurgence.
I'm happy you hear you say that.
In fact, we have other regions reporting.
Thank you.
Other regions are reporting.
Plus, Africa Development Council calls for the immediate intervention of the international community, especially ECOWAS, after security reportedly assaulted and tear-gassed Togolese protesters.
We draw the attention of all the international body to descend on Togo and call the authority of Togo to order.
We have details of these and more lined up for you. Please stay on. Thanks so much. You could stay on the look now at our stories. COVID-19 may be creeping fast than you think. Professor Kofi Boni, head of biology at the Noguchi Memorial Institute, warns that confirmed cases go far beyond what is being reported. His warning comes days after the University of Ghana raised concerns about confirmed cases in its vicinity. Professor Boni says treating this as a local flare-up is misleading. Other regions are also seeing cases, and the country must not downplay the risk.
It is not localized resurgence.
I'm happy you hear you say that.
In fact, we have other regions reporting.
Thank you.
Other regions are reporting. So if the university has come up with a circular cautioning the community in the university and its environs, it's not for only us. I think that the nation should take it up. Everybody, especially during the time that we are in, this rainy season.
Okay.
We are going to have these influenza-like illnesses going up. Why don't we go back to what we know best? These protocols that we got so much adhered to.
Okay.
Be wearing the masks and staying away from huge gatherings that maybe if you don't have any business there, you don't go there.
Right.
And making sure that if somebody is sneezing, coughing, we just distance ourselves from that person. If you are not feeling well, don't go to work.
Right.
Get to the health facility, let them check you. Look, this infectious disease will not leave us.
Right.
So simple things like personal hygiene, we shouldn't do away with it.
Right.
We should all be on the alert.
Okay.
And start taking these precautions seriously.
Okay.
Making sure that those protocols that we are used to, it was not too far ago,
Right.
I mean 2 or 3 years ago, we should revisit them.
Away from COVID-19, there are growing calls for a tougher, more forceful crackdown on illegal mining in Ghana as resistance to the fight intensifies. The Ahmadiyya Muslim mission is the latest to demand action, urging the government to end what they call years of lip service to the Galamsey menace. This comes on the back of yet another brazen attack, this time round on a Forestry Commission rapid response team, adding to a worrying pattern of violence targeting officials on duty. More in this report.
Despite dozens of arrests in recent months, illegal mining, also known as Galamsey, continues to thrive across parts of Ghana. What's more alarming is the growing boldness of perpetrators, with some now attacking state officials tasked with protecting the country's forest and water bodies. That was the case in the Jimira Forest Reserve, where a patrol team from the Forestry Commission came under heavy gunfire from about 20 armed illegal miners during a routine operation.
About 20 illegal miners have laid siege in that area, and they asked them to stop. When they stopped, they started firing warning shots indiscriminately, and some of the bullets hit their vehicle. And fortunately for them, nobody was hurt, but their driver was serially hit with the butt of a machete many times, and he's the one who sustained a few injuries.
This wasn't an isolated incident. 2 months ago, a team member was slashed in the knee. Just weeks ago, the CEO of the Minerals Development Fund, Dr. Hannah Bisio, and her team also came under fire while leading an anti-Galamsey operation in the Ashanti region. These attacks are part of what the Ahmadiyya Muslim Mission in Ghana says is a worrying trend made possible by government inaction. At their annual regional conference in Wa, Deputy Leader Alhaji Abdul Wahab said government after government has failed to take the fight seriously.
Every government in this country and every government has practically refused to stop Galamsey. I'm telling you on authority, it's a fact. All our governments ever since Galamsey started in Ghana have all refused to stop Galamsey.
While in the Ashanti region, police at Atatim have arrested 4 Chinese nationals caught mining illegally along the Subin and Jimmy rivers. 11 excavators were seized during the operation.
And so far, they have arrested the 4 Chinese nationals. They've been identified and they are being processed for court. 11 excavators have been seized so far. They have also seized 4 pump action guns, brand new ones that were being used to protect that illegal mining activity.
And in Takwa, District Police Commander Superintendent Eric Akwabwa braved heavy rainfall to lead an operation against an illegal mining site near Wasa Agona. Though the miners fled, their equipment was destroyed on the spot.
It's ready. No fire can work. So he's following them. He's following the machine. Then come to this one. Come and break this one too. Come. That is what we can do under the circumstances. It's ready. We cannot bend the machines. So he's following them. He's following them. Yes. We are following everything. We have seen about 5 tamper machines here, and we are following all of them. Yes, then. Move to the other way.
The fight against illegal mining continues, but so does the resistance. Many are now calling for a tougher national strategy before the nation's forests and rivers vanish completely. For JoyNews, Michael Ashale.
Administrator of the Minerals Development Fund, Dr. Hannah Bisio, says she remains resolute to sustain her fight against illegal mining despite threats on her life. Now, she claims to have received threats on her life and that of her family due to her involvement in the Galamsey fight. The MDF administrator was speaking to the media on the sidelines of a community engagement at Atatem in the Adansi-Asokwa district of the Ashanti region. Anaya Ojima has more.
The Minerals Development Fund was established to ensure improvement in the standard of living within mining communities. The indiscriminate mining of gold in these communities continue to deny indigents of their livelihoods. My plantain farm is ready for harvest, but I am unable to go there because the miners have taken over the area. Dr. Hannah Bisio, after assuming her new role as administrator of the Minerals Development Fund, has taken up a fight in the interest of the mining communities. Illegal mining has become a major concern for the administration, hence continuous efforts with the police to fight the menace. For this reason, Dr. Hannah Bisio has received threats from beneficiaries of illegal mining.
I've taken that thing as normal. I've taken it like normal dose. I've taken it like normal dose. People go on the internet and put the pictures of my husband, and they send them to my inbox and send all kind of messages. The only thing I always say that, you see, it's only a coward who threatens, period. If I want to slap you, I'll not be warning you from far. If I catch you, I'll slap you. I'll get to you and I'll slap you. Then I know I want to really do it.
But the administrator is unfazed by the threats, partnering an operation to rescue the Atatem Basic School from being destroyed by illegal miners. Dr. Bisio insists on preparedness to fight for the affected communities.
So, I've always said, and excuse me with all due respect to your viewers and your listeners, people engage in armed robbery and they die. Maybe they arrest them today, they escape or they release them, and they continue, even though they know it's dangerous, and they die for that foolish cause. Okay? I'm not saying we are going to die, but if you threaten me for a good cause and I sit back, then I'll stop being a patriot. And I always say this. I grew up in Cuba, and they say, Patria muerte venceremos. Is the motherland or death we win.
For Joy News, Nana Yauchima, Kumasi.
Away from illegal mining, Chief of Staff Julius Deborah has reaffirmed the government's strong commitment to building an investor-driven economy. Addressing the 2025 Ghana-China Business Summit here in Accra, he emphasized the need for strategic collaboration between businesses to drive sustainable growth and development.
The 2025 Ghana-China Business Summit was held under the theme Enhancing Security and Infrastructure for Investment, Opportunities for Ghana-China Collaboration. According to the Chief of Staff, Julius Deborah, the summit presents a unique opportunity for mutually beneficial partnerships between Chinese investors and local businesses aimed at driving economic growth.
Over here, I learned from one of the exhibitors that already some of the Chinese participants has been there to take their details, because I think they are into cocoa products and honey and things like that, considering the possibility of importing these products from Ghana. That makes it a win-win situation for both countries. Ghana will benefit from this. China will also benefit from this. We shouldn't make this a talk shop. We should try and move and progress so that a year from now we can have concrete things to show that this has been a successful story and worth visiting Ghana.
Some participants also shared their perspectives with Joy Business.
This is a great initiative. An eye-opener into all the industries, bringing a great partnership to all the industry players. I think it's a great collaboration. It should be encouraged, and then players in the industries should also take advantage of it for a progressive investment and advancement in our country.
It's very good because some Chinese investor come here and Ghana, maybe many businessmen in here who we can do the business together. This is very well.
The summit served as a pivotal platform to promote joint ventures, infrastructure financing, technology transfer, and market expansion, positioning Ghana as a gateway to West Africa and an emerging hub in global supply chains.
And to some other stories, a retired U.S. Army veteran who returned home to fight poverty through education has been named the overall winner at the 2025 JoyNews Impact Makers Awards. Through his NGO Fafali organization, Raymond Senyo Amezado supports over 4,000 children each year with after-school learning, STEM, sports and scholarships, boosting enrollment and producing Ghana's top female golfer. More in this report.
2025 Joy Impact Award. The overall winner is Mr. Raymond Senyo Amezado.
So ladies and gentlemen, let's be on our feet, ladies and gentlemen.
It was a night of celebration, emotion, and inspiration, where stories of selflessness took center stage. Raymond Senyo Amezado emerged as the overall winner, drawing tears, applause, and admiration from an audience that had just witnessed the power of one man's commitment to community transformation.
It was good, sometimes we don't need a validation, but we need a platform to project our work. So it feels good to be awarded the best impact maker in Ghana. It's a huge success. Thank you.
The 2025 edition of the JoyNews Impact Makers, the minister continue to inspire countless others to make a difference.
let me use the opportunity to congratulate all the recipients of tonight's award, especially the overall winner. I'm overjoyed. I just want to say thank you for the remarkable work that you are doing in all the areas across Ghana.
General Manager of JoyNews, Fifi Kumsen, was thrilled by the extraordinary impact made by this year's finalists.
This year, the stories are no less inspiring. We are recognizing impact in women's financial empowerment, inclusive education, hybrid learning, innovations, environmental awareness, and more.
From community health advocates to education champions, this year's 10 impact makers each told a story that stirred the soul and reignited belief in grassroots change.
We say a big congratulations to all the award winners, especially the veteran who won the overall award. Let's shift focus to some other stories. The Africa Development Council is calling for urgent international intervention following reports of brutal force used by Togolese security forces against protesters. On Thursday, soldiers reportedly fired tear gas and beat demonstrators who had blocked major roads in Lomé, demanding the resignation of President Faure Gnassingbé. Now, the council president, Dr. Bright Sogbe, says it's time for ECOWAS and the broader international community to break their silence and act.
What is happening in Togo now is very, very catastrophic. And in fact, we draw the attention of all the international bodies to descend on Togo and call the authority of Togo to order. Leadership should be for the people and by the people. In fact, it does not matter who leads and how long you lead if you are leading and you are leading for the people and by the people. As we speak, the resources of this Togo land are in the hands of the foreigners.
He also urged citizens to remain peaceful and continue using non-violent protests to press home their demand.
If you are hungry, and a hungry man is a hungry man, and they prefer dying by the barrel of gun than suffocate to death. The economy of that country is nothing to write home about. So they have to come down to make sure the right thing is done. That is exactly what they are doing. They are sacrificing their body for the restoration of integrity, liberation to that land.
Remember, you're still watching JoyNews Prime with me, Pius Kojo Baka. We have more for you after this break. Hello again, welcome back to JoyNews Prime. The Member of Parliament for Ashaman, Ernest Nogbe, has called on Ghanaian youth to pursue education relentlessly, regardless of economic barriers. His comments came after completing a PhD in procurement and supply chain management at KNUST. He stated that poverty should not prevent individuals from advancing academically and that educational attainment is key to national development.
I'm in the academic ladder. You are able to climb to get to this stage. You can only be happy for how far God has brought you. And I'm very much appreciative to all and sundry who participated or who played a role in achieving this feat. I'm so much happy that today, at long last, Ernest Nogbe has a PhD. Well, education has no limit. No matter the situation, no matter where you find yourself, you must be able to propel and educate yourself to achieve certain height. Even as an MP, I'm still doing a lot in the educational sector. And so I therefore encourage my constituents, the youth, that it shouldn't be a barrier. Poverty should not be a barrier that you cannot continue your education. And that is the bedrock of the survival of every human being. And even developmental projects in your community contributing to developmental projects in the country you must go to this, you must go as far as educating yourself in any sphere of the academic, ladder, so that at the end of the day, your contribution will also be felt, and you yourself will have that kind of, a mental faculty to be able to have the resilience to do so many things for your country.
The Techiman Holy Family Hospital blended faith and advocacy today, marking the World Day of the Sick. Health workers were honored for their service, while the Vicar General of the Catholic Diocese of Techiman, Very Reverend Father Dominic Yao, made a strong call for better government pay and urged staff to put down their phones whilst on duty. The celebration also kicked off with a fundraising for a new chapel with prayers offered beside for patients. Anna Sabit reports.
Today, the Holy Family Hospital wasn't just treating ailments. It was celebrating the very spirit of healing on the 33rd World Day of the Sick and honoring those who make it possible. Management and staff gathered here not only to mark this significant global day for the sick and their caregivers, but to also launch a heartfelt mission, building a dedicated chapel right here within the hospital walls, a sanctuary for patients, families, and staff seeking solace. Very Reverend Father Dominic Yao Aswahene is the Vicar General of the Catholic Diocese of Techiman.
The church realized that when people are sick, we treat them so badly as if they are second-class human beings. But being sick doesn't mean that your human dignity is taken away. We are all sick, so we need to treat our brothers and sisters very well when they come to the hospital.
A powerful message. Spiritual calling meets practical need. Father Aswahene directly linked compassionate care to Christian teaching while strongly advocating for better working conditions for essential staff from government.
We are healthy, able to go around doing our day-to-day activities because of health workers. So I believe that what they are demanding, I don't think is too much that the government cannot afford. Because they are going through a lot of challenges.
Very Reverend Father Dominic Yao Aswahene, however, cautioned health workers against the excessive use of mobile phones, adding that it has its negative consequences on healthcare.
The sick people, they need love, they need care. So anything that will probably disrupt that relationship should be taken away, especially phone. Because phone is causing distraction. When you go to some of the walls, there is a sick person they are bringing. The person is there just watching, whether it is a movie, whether it is a Facebook or whatever. It's not helpful.
Representing the traditional authorities is the Queen Mother of Hansa, Nana Ama Asantua Munifi. She echoed the deep value placed on these healers.
On the World Day of the Sick, let us all join together in acknowledging the challenges faced by the sick in expressing our commitment to providing them with the support, love, and care they deserve.
Chairman of the occasion and General Manager of Ghana Nurse Limited, Kojo Opin Abuajo, on his part, thanked the health workers for their years of relentless services to the sick and the country at large, and urged them to continue supporting the health structure.
We know that a lot of times, because of the stress that people are going through because they brought their sick people here, there's a lot of criticism that go against health workers. But we know that there are a lot of them that also show a lot of commitment, and we would encourage them to keep showing the commitment that they are showing. And we are very happy for the job that they are doing, and we encourage them to do more.
The celebration moved beyond speeches. In a deeply moving act of faith, the Catholic leadership took prayers directly to the bedside, offering spiritual solace to those in need. So here at the Techiman Holy Family Hospital, the World Day of the Sick became a moment to honor the vulnerable, celebrate the healers, advocate for their support, and sow seeds of hope, both spiritual and physical, for the future. Anna Sabit, JoyNews, Techiman.
The medical director of the Tamale Eye Hospital, Dr. Judith Simon, has disclosed that they are working to upgrade the hospital to a tertiary eye center that can address every kind of eye problem. Currently, people requiring specialized care often have to travel to Accra, which can be unaffordable for them. Speaking at the launch of the state-of-the-art Tamale Eye Hospital, Dr. Judith Simon emphasized the need for the upgrade, noting that the hospital aims to serve the 5 regions of the north and beyond.
The eye clinic is the first of its kind in the northern sector of Ghana. The hospital operates as a social enterprise with profit generated being reinvested for further growth and development. Speaking at the unveiling, the medical director of the hospital, Dr. Judith Simon, said they want to move it to a first-class hospital in the country.
We are currently the second eye hospital in the whole country who has the highest surgical volume, and soon, hopefully, we will become the first. But let me assure you, we do not intend to sit on our laurels. The journey is far from over. Actually, it just started. Our vision is to create a comprehensive eye care network all over North Ghana in all the 5 regions. And we want to open multiple small vision centers where the patients who have simple problems can be treated over there. And those with complicated problems, they can come to us.
And that's it for JoyNews Prime. I am Pius Kojobaka. We have more for you when you log on to myjoyonline.com. Always a delight serving you.